In this first lesson, we want to become familiar with the major categories of the production schedule and use this production schedule to learn the law of variable proportions. The law of variable proportions tells us that as we add variable input, such as the number of workers, that we can increase our output or our total product. The first column is the number of workers. In this example of a production schedule, the first column indicates the number of workers. You can see that the number of workers begins with 0 and moves on through to the number 12 workers in total. The second column reveals the total product, or the amount that can be produced given the number of workers. The third column indicates calculation of marginal product. We will discuss this column further in later lessons. The fourth column is an indication of the regions of production characterized by stages 1, 2, and 3. And once again, we'll learn more about those in a future lesson. Let's draw our attention to the two left columns, the number of workers and the total product. We see that if we hire 0 workers, the total product would also be 0. If we have no labor, we cannot produce anything. If we hire 1 worker, according to this schedule, we can produce 7. The product is irrelevant. We just merely want to look at the numbers to see what kind of meaning they have with respect to the law of variable proportions. If we add a second worker, we see that our total product is now 20. If we add a third worker, our production increases to 38. If we increase to 4 workers, our production increases to 62. So we started with 0, and we are varying or changing the number of workers. We are changing the input. In this example, the input is the number of workers. The law of variable proportions simply showing that as we change the number of workers, the amount of product is changing. So to review, we're using this production schedule as a way to learn about the law of variable proportions. The law of variable proportions is telling us that as we change our input or vary the input, the amount of product is going to change depending on how we change the input.